Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
Bit of a whinge alert here, but
Here we go.
I'm sorry it has to be done. Let's talk stupid rules, can we, Andrew Hayes?
Sure.
So I'm no longer a parent in charge of my own faculties. I am merely a sport/mum/taxi driver because the weekend just gone, I did nothing but watch sport. So by midday Saturday, I'm not kidding, I'd watched 2 games of netball and done 4 separate dance drop-offs, and then I had to go to Elizabeth to watch my only son play footy.
Man, that sounds like hell, except for going to Elizabeth to watch football. just kidding. Maybe just rearrange that order.
And then Sunday, 2 words to instill fear for all parents: netball carnival.
Oh, carnival is like just a big ensemble of netball. It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. 8:15 a.m. we had to be in the hills, which is 40 minutes away. So that was 5 more games in one day.
Wow.
5 games on my Sunday. And can I just, as a side note, to the person who made netball or who is in charge of netball, can these poor girls start wearing leggings and long sleeves? It was 6 degrees and they were freezing, and we forced these young girls to wear the thinnest little dresses so they can run around, and bike shorts. And honestly, they were so cold, Hayesy.
So could you wear leggings if you
Not
want to?
allowed.
Really?
It's against the rules.
Oh, that seems seems not right.
So we're knee deep in this netball carnival, and I strongly suspect that I and all the other parents were hoping that they'd lose and not make finals so we could all go home and watch the Port game in front of the fire. That is 100% where we were all at. Anyway, so we're into game like 750, and I was sitting on the freezing concrete with Sid, the dog, the toy cavoodle, on my lap.
It was a menace at the best of times.
Not a menace
Just
at all.
kidding. It weighs about 400 grams and does this little thing which we think is a bark. It's the most non-threatening dog that's ever been assembled.
So she's on her lead. She's definitely not barking. She's just trying to keep warm in her little pink Barbie PJs, her doggy PJs.
Oh, my gosh. This is why I hate her.
Take that back.
The dog, that is. That's
And I hear this, "Excuse me," from behind the fence. "You can't have that dog on the court. You're going to have to move," from one of the people from the Netball Association. And I thought I recognised her as a friend who was taking the PI55 out of me, and I started laughing. And then I realised I didn't know her, and this woman was 100% serious. "Move with your dog off the court." Okay, cool. So you want us parents here for 8 hours. You want us to support your Netball Association, buy your sausages in bread. But you're making me move 1.5 meters behind a fence because of my non-barking dog? Are you joking? Excuse me, dog lover in the newsroom. Can you back me up here? Sid is beautiful. You have house sit for us and looked after Sid. Sid's gorgeous.
Apart from the constant toilet
Oh, yeah, she does.
stops.
She does.
Apart from that, yes, she's gorgeous. She's lovely. You wouldn't hear a peep out of her. I don't think I heard her bark once.
bit needy.
Sorry, didn't she murder a Barbie doll?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
my
and apart from the
gosh.
murder,
Remember that?
yeah.
She tore that Barbie limb from
Oh, it was, I walked in, I thought, far out, what has gone on in here?
limb. Yeah, there's been another victim, actually, by the way.
Oh, really?
There's another legless Barbie.
There is some evilness amongst her.
No, there's not.
13, 24, 10.
Can I put a photo of Sid on my socials
No, you
or
don't
on
have
the
to.
socials here?
No, we believe you. Absolutely, no, definitely
No,
not on
'cause
our
she's so
socials. But
beautiful.
you can, whatever you want to do on your socials, absolutely go for it.
I don't understand, though, because Tank and Tori, like if I took them to a netball game, they would bark at everything that moves. They'd bark at the ball. They'd run onto the court.
No.
Like kick them out. I just, leave them. Someone take them, please. Sid, very quiet, sits in your jacket, wouldn't even know she was there.
But
Yeah.
also the fact that they want parents there for 8 hours, but you have to leave your dog at home. So poor Sid would be inside the house by herself.
A lot of dogs go through that, though, don't they?
I left mine for 15 hours on Saturday.
So you could go and watch him.
need
What a waste
24-hour
of time. You
attention.
could have left after 7 minutes, mate. He was done.
I should have thought about it.
13, 24, 10, your stupid rules.
Stupid rules.
Have things like this. And would you believe it, our first caller is Maddie. Good morning to you, Maddie. Were you at this game?
Oh, I was at the carnival, but I oddly enough didn't see Jodie or her dog. But her dog sounds delightful.
Thank you so much, Maddie. What was your experience of this said carnival in the hills on the weekend?
Well, I kindly offered to score the whole games, so let other parents off the hook.
Yeah.
And I I didn't actually make a mistake, but I got accused by the other team for making a mistake because I didn't mark off one of their goals. And obviously we won 25-18, and I had the score as 25-17.
Shame on
So
you.
I said, I know, awful.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fine. I said, I'll just give you the goal, not a problem. Next time we had to play them in the semi-finals,
Yeah.
one of the mums come charging over and was like, watch her, stand right next to her because she didn't. And I was just like, okay, I'll get someone else to score. Anyway, we smashed them and I waved them off the court. Bye-bye. See ya. See ya.
Who's laughing now?
I love you,
So,
Maddie.
yeah. But then I was just like, hang on a mo. If I really just wanted to beat them by 1 goal, but
Yeah.
we didn't. We beat them by about 7. So
Yeah.
unfortunate. But
Well
yeah,
done.
I'm just like, don't be so rude.
I know.
Spot on.
We
It's a-
all make mistakes.
I know. And
Spot
also,
on.
Maddie, you're a parent out there trying to do it for your kids because they love the game and, like, just a little bit of respect, I reckon, goes a long way when you're volunteering to help out.
It certainly does. But there you go. I'll be primary carer next time.
Also, the netball community in such disarray at the moment.
Why?
Post Giants Lightning a couple of weeks back.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
With the
okay.
ensemble with the
It's not something we want to bring up.
drawn scores at the end of the
Oh,
game.
it
So
was-
you can imagine why people are so fierce on Maddie.
Oh, yeah, that's why they're so fierce on the scoring at the moment because, let's be honest, the umpires left, the teams left, and then
Yeah.
they all had to come back and play overtime.
100%. That's not what anyone wants. Let's be honest. 13, 24, 10. Some of the stupid rules, just in general, but some of these sort of community, especially junior sporting events,
Yeah.
boggle the mind, don't they?
My other daughter did say to me, it's very clearly written on the wall over there, Mum. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
There you go.
Whose side are you on?
So there's probably a little bit of ownership your way. Just a little bit.
Yeah, but I swear to God it said in brackets, no dogs except for beautiful Sid.
No,
She's
I
fine.
did not say that.
You did say that.
It was wearing a bright pink jacket as well.
Yeah.
Just becomes a target, doesn't it? Hey, let's go to Sean.
Good morning.
Go for it, Sean. Stupid rules.
Well, first of all, I'm going to start off with the one that you had is a bit silly, I reckon. But once people get power strong, right, they
Yep.
won't throw their authority around, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Just they get a little taste, Sean, don't they?
Oh, yeah. No, basically, I was in the city and I parked in a parking space and it was, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. And I was there at, 5:27 or something like that. And it was a half an hour park and I got a ticket because I was
no.
still there 3 minutes before the cut-off time.
Oh, my gosh.
See, Sean, I've always been in a spot like this. I've been like, there's no point going after parking inspectors because they're just doing their job. And I've always said,
Exactly.
you know what, just do the right thing. And they're not in a situation
Yeah.
like that. But that almost sounds personal.
Yeah, it's kind of like they could have just been like, oh, you know what, it's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like they were waiting around the corner like, we're going to get
And
it.
that's it, mate. I'm telling you right now, they hide in the cracks.
oh.
They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere.
Can I very controversially say I had one the other day let me off one she had every right because I was in a clearway and she had every right to ping me $400 odd.
Yeah, wow, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and she saw I was having a very bad day and
Yeah.
she saw that I was about to burst into tears and she was lovely about it.
Yeah,
She
okay.
was like, please don't do it again. I'm like, no, absolutely not.
Sean, how much was yours worth, by the way?
$80, I think it was. 86
but it
dollars,
still
whatever it
hurts.
was. Yeah, it wasn't much. It's just annoying though, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruined your
There
day.
needs to be a bit of common sense in that situation. Let's go to Cherie. Stupid rule, Cherie.
Hi. I've got a really unusual one. Again, another power trip, I think, from an assistant at a Bunnings store. Yeah. I'd been in there. I'm moving house. I'd been in there and I'd purchased some of their boxes, the moving boxes that are quite expensive. And I thought, you know what? On the way out, there's got that box rack where you can grab them and help yourself to some free boxes. And I thought, I'm going to grab a few extras because I needed more.
Yep.
And I had about 5 or 6 on there, and the lady has stopped me and she goes, hang on, no, you can only take 3. We are not allowed to take any more than 3. And I was like, are you serious? I said, I just spent a substantial amount on your boxes from your shop, and I'm just wanting a few extras. And she's like, no, 3 is the limit. We are short. There is not enough. We need to make sure there's enough for everybody. And this thing was chockers of boxes. And I was like, I'm like, okay, no worries. I had to take the boxes off of my trolley and put them back through the awkward wires. That just, it's a navigation thing to get them out, let alone put them back in.
Yeah.
And left with my 3 boxes and all the others that I paid for and thought, well, that's, definitely a new rule that I'd never knew about.
She is most definitely not making the ads, is she?
Yeah.
Cherie?
No,
She's not going to make the
that's
cut.
right. She's not one of them.
Nah, lowest prices are just the beginning indeed.
I wouldn't have thought.
Let's go to Jess. Hey, Jess.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. Your stupid rule, go for it.
My son, soccer, we're not allowed to stand on the sidelines. We have to stand behind the fence, which is like 2 steps different.
Oh, my gosh.
Why?
Our soccer club just says nobody except for coaches on the field. But when we go to any other soccer game at any other field, we're allowed to.
Yeah. So
call the sideline.
the coach can cruise up and down the sideline. What does he think? He's bloody Pep Guardiola or something?
It's so silly.
Well, that does sound silly, Jess. Thank you so much.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
Information can be very overwhelming, especially first thing on a Monday morning if you're just heading home from the gym or you're getting your kids organised. Let's break it down for you with the help of newsreader Abby. These are the top stories from the past 12 to 24 hours.
Good morning. So we're talking about whales this morning because it's officially whale season. So usually the season starts in May and goes through to October. They have been seen as early as April this year though, but basically humpback whales have been spotted off the coast. They sort of down south, so Victor Harbour, Sleaford Bay, the Bight at Nullarbor and Fowlers Bay Conservation Park. They're some of the recommended vantage points that you can see the whales. But, you know, we love winter for this. Drive down, set up a picnic and go and watch the whales pass.
One of those iconic things that if you saw it and you got a good glimpse of a whale, like one of those things that you're probably going to remember for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I've never seen a whale in the flesh.
Haven't you?
I've never met a whale.
They are so majestic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just imagine, you see those videos when people are kayaking and stuff and they come that close with a whale?
Yeah.
And just the expressions and their reactions.
I met one once.
Did you?
Really nice guy, wants to be a lawyer actually. Wonder how he's going.
And then he was beached.
Beach does, bro.
Beached us.
There you go. What have you got for us, Jodes?
Well, there's a really disturbing video that has emerged of Diddy back in, I reckon, 2016. Basically, it's CCTV of the hallway of an apartment block or a hotel. Anyway, he comes running out with his towel around his waist and he beats his then girlfriend, Cassie. And it's so confronting and so awful. He's since come out and said, you know, there's no excuses for it, but I've got mental health issues and all that sort of stuff and I've been to rehab, blah, blah, blah. But he is right. There is no excuse for it. It's disgusting. We showed you this morning and you were like, whoa.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen it. It's unbelievably shocking. And at this point for Diddy, don't need to release a statement. Don't need to say anything because he's done.
Yeah.
He's so done. There's no point even trying to defend anything that's happening with Diddy.
Well, there's these federal criminal sex trafficking investigations going on as well. So he is officially, well, let's call it, he's cancelled.
He's cancelled big time.
He's cancelled.
Might be going to jail. Watch this space. Hey, I might just jump in and wrap things up for you if you know. But what about yesterday, the football? What a finish from Port Adelaide.
That's ridiculous.
That was one of the greatest games in the dying seconds I've ever seen.
Yes.
Unbelievable, wasn't it?
Unbelievable.
I'll admit something, but there's a reason why. I went to the game, but I didn't see the last quarter. I left at three-quarter time because no matter what was happening, we were always leaving at three-quarter time. We didn't want to get home at sort of 6:37ish when Henry's supposed to have dinner about 5.
Yeah.
But there was a bunch of people on the tram on the way home. And everyone started cheering. Like,
Yeah.
what's happened here? Like, they couldn't have. No way.
Oh, God. What
Stole
was there?
it right
3 seconds left.
There was, they got the goal and then I don't know, there was 8 seconds left. No, there was 22 seconds left. And then they got the goal and there was about 8 seconds to go and it went back to the middle.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Everything had to go right from that centre
it
clearance.
did.
It did, and then all of a sudden, Darcy Byrne-Jones, whooshka!
And also, I love it when Kenny gets up and about, when he gets really excited.
He
on
was-
the
Doesn't
sideline.
give it to the crowd.
He was saying that they are playing soccer a lot at trainings and he said some people would say, oh, we, do too much of it. But he goes, but obviously it paid off
There you
because of
go.
that goal. He socketed
Yeah.
it through
Paid
the
off.
through the goal.
The only concerning thing to come from the game was Ollie Wines, who was subbed out with heart palpitations. Not the first time this has happened a couple of years ago. So since then, they have told us as well last night that he has an irregular heartbeat. It's a condition he's been dealing with for a while. He has medication and things like that. So what happens from here? I think last time this happened, he missed a couple of weeks. But we'll probably find out more information. But that's always concerning
Bit of a
for a
worry,
situation
isn't it?
like that for an athlete.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, well done. Port Adelaide fans up and about.
Oh, yeah. That's your
From
post
hurling
snooze
abuse
news.
to woo.
Oh, my gosh. What about the difference in tone from the
Oh,
crowd
Yeah,
from half-time to full-time?
unbelievable.
There you go. That's post snooze news. I'll tell you what, I certainly needed some help getting out of bed on Sunday morning, and I needed some genuine help. Not even lying, put them underpants on.
Well, I mean, it was Hayesy to the rescue on the weekend, wasn't it? Because the Elizabeth Eagles got done by 82 goals a couple of weeks ago, and you were like, damn it, I'm going to come out of retirement. Nearly 10 years on the sidelines. And here we go.
And here we are. So, look, the build-up as well was really, really nice. I went out to the training on Tuesday nights. Trained a full session too, by the way. The original plan was just
hero.
Well, the original... the original plan was just to do the warm-up and maybe a drill.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go full throttle.
No.
I didn't want to do a hamstring before the actual game. But I got carried away, and it's nice to meet all the boys. And I just sort of got sucked right back into that genuine footy routine.
I just from what I watched on Saturday, I loved how they all got around you too. Yeah. Not so much the people in the crowd who were giving you a bit over the...
There was some, we'll touch on this again a bit later on in the morning, but there was one particular moment where my first kick, I tried to go inside instead of going long down the line. I switched it. I completely turned it over. So I hit a Central United Bulldogs player on the chest.
Well done.
Yes, and then I started getting all this feedback from some of the Central United boys. And then one of them I tried to chirp back, and he goes, mate, you've forgotten you don't play for the Bulldogs anymore. And all I could say was, well played.
Well played.
Good call.
Yeah.
It was fun. Do you know what? Should we recap?
I think so.
Oh, this was the day that was Argana Park on Saturday.
Well, it was a big day on Saturday. Hayesy strapped on the boots and hit the sacred plains of Argana Park to help the Elizabeth Eagles to victory. And boy, did they get around him.
Put the sunscreen on the trumpets, Hayesy!
That's how long it would take in the first quarter. I said 5.
That's actually reasonably generous.
It was a stunning first 7 minutes of the first quarter, with the great man snagging a glorious goal.
Why? What? Yeah!
But at the 8-minute mark, things took a turn.
No. Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. All right. Oh, God, that's bad.
Hammy? Oh, really?
Oh, it's definitely hammy, but it's sort of cracked.
Yeah, she's feeling it in your nose.
Oh? Yeah. So, I'm not a physio nor a doctor, but that wasn't good, mate. That wasn't good at all. Fun, though. I'm surprised you're that far, to be honest.
While Hayesy spent the rest of the game on the pine.
Dad, are you the one on the bench?
I'm on the bench, yeah. Where I belong, mate.
There was one upside. He was finally like his hero.
Anyway, Connor Rosie pulled his hamstring.
We know that. That was crazy. You're like Connor Rosie. You're like Connor Rosie.
Yeah, just like Connor Rosie. Just like Rosie. That's as similar as me and Connor Rosie get, I reckon. That's where it finishes.
At halftime, we crossed live for an injury report and some feedback.
Yeah, thanks, BT. I'm down here with Andrew Hayes, who lasted 8 minutes in the first quarter. How's the hamstring?
Can you stop walking me?
What do you think about your contribution to the team today?
I feel like I started pretty well in the warm-up and then sort of really faded as the game started. But apart from that, I feel like what I can potentially give to the team is what's going to happen after the game.
A bit of feedback from the sidelines. Soft, old as dust, pathetico. Response?
I know that was from my wife and son, so any other comment? As long as John Platten didn't say that.
Thanks so much for your time. Good luck in the second half. The support continued in the change rooms post-game.
First thing, it's one reason we lost today.
But all in all, it was the perfect day at Argana. And while the boys didn't quite take home a win and Hayesy only took home one hamstring, it was an epic day of community sport at its finest.
Go well. What's going on? Thanks, mate. Cheers. Bloody, Sarah, good day for it.
Go off, Eagles.
Now that's a joke.
That was a joke.
That's a joke. A joke. That's a terrible joke.
Yeah, she's the doyen.
Yeah.
News reader Abbott.
The goat.
Queen of the humour.
Joke off the goat.
Love this. Best way to kick off your Monday, we've said that since day dot, is just with a little small injection of humour.
Yes.
Who wants the first needle?
I feel like I'm going to get fired this week. So
This reckon each and every week. You say it every single week. This is the joke that will get me fired, and yet you're still here.
I know, but this one's, Hazy, I'm going to watch my back after I do this one.
Oh, okay.
It's directed at you.
Having a bit of a dig. It's not Jodie's diary.
No. Let's save you for last then, because I've got a short, sharp and shiny one.
Let's do it.
So what about this? I took a poll recently and discovered that 100% of the people in the tent were upset.
Nice, Joe.
That was a good one.
That was really good.
Yeah, that was good.
I was going to fall flat, but it didn't.
Short, sharp, punchy, and just enough that I could understand it.
Yeah,
and get it straight away. All right, I'll go next. What about this? I remember back in the day, me and my friend were actually watching a movie. It was a bit of a blue movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty hardcore stuff as well, involving dinosaurs. And then, unfortunately, my mother saw us. It's crazy, right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Hazy, I've had a few people ask if your new nickname should be Foreskin.
Oh, what?
Well, after the Eagles game on the weekend, it seems when things get hard, you disappear.
It is. You are going to get fired for that.
I think that's it. I think she's done it.
Well done. Thanks so much. Good Jodie news reader, Abby.
Thank you, and good night.
Here at Adelaide's Nova 919, we've given away everything. Cash.
Hi. Is that Verity Ann?
It is.
You won $10,000!
Tickets.
Kelly from Torrens Park. You've won Tay-Tay 5K.
Mo from Prospect, you're going to Pink.
Imogen Baker from Hyde Park.
I got Taylor Swift tickets!
Even a first-class holiday. And now, it's back. Nova's Handball Blitz.
Handball Blitz. Handball Blitz.
We're heading out to schools all across Adelaide, handing out these handballs to all the kids.
This is going to be epic, Hazy. I cannot wait.
Yeah, baby. It's back. Nova's Handball Blitz.
Is a direct shout out to all the primary school handball pros. We are on the hunt to find Adelaide's handball champion for 2024. Yeah, we are.
What about as well? Remember Lincoln and Michael last year?
Yes.
The brothers battling it out on Adelaide Oval for handball supremacy?
Didn't they take home the booty?
Jeez, they did indeed. Cleaned up. It was a family affair.
Yeah.
The prize is up for grabs as well, Jones.
Yes.
I mean, this is a genuine little jackpot we've got up for grabs.
Okay, so $1,000 to the champ and $500 to the runner-up.
I think
It's a lot of cash for a kid.
It's a lot of cash.
Yeah.
The other thing as well is it was a trophy that was about 6'5".
Yeah, and bigger than all the children.
It was the best trophy I've ever seen in my
Yeah,
life.
it was unbelievable. So if you think you've got what it takes, get your parents to head to the Nova Player app now and register for your chance to take part in all the fun. And I'm looking forward to getting out to all the schools again.
Yes. So that was a lot of fun as well, just meeting all the young handballs, different personalities. But also, some of the kids are incredibly good.
So talented.
Like Lincoln and Michael were absolutely the elite of the elite, but there was probably like a top 10 where like these kids are crazy good at handball.
Yeah.
It's an institution out there.
Yeah, unbelievable. Most of the schools now we have discovered have got their own like little four squares painted onto the asphalt.
Proper, some of these little places are genuine handball academies.
Yeah.
And we love that. We talk about footy factories. What about the handball academies just popping up all over South Australia?
Absolutely. Okay, make sure you get mum and dad to jump on the Nova Player app right now and register for your chance to win.
Some of the great news that's entered my ears is one of the comebacks that's on the horizon.
Son of a ball, why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Yes.
Oh, God.
Happy Gilmore.
Are they really doing it?
They're doing it.
Amazing.
Confirmed by Adam Sandler. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to come through, but we're going to get another edition of Happy Gilmore. And with that, hopefully, comes one of the greatest villains of all time. That's right. Pew, pew, Shooter McGavin.
Pal, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
Go get him. Go get him, Shooter McGavin.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Josie, we were speaking about this a couple of days ago. We started rattling off Adam Sandler movies. And you revealed that you haven't seen Billy Madison.
I couldn't even tell you what that movie's about.
Oh, Oh, my gosh.
Don't be disappointed.
Really? This doesn't do anything for you?
Oh, back to school. Back to school. To prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
Look, if I rattled out the storyline, it's probably not going to hook you in. You've very much got to watch it.
Okay, well, just give me a little hint of what it's about.
It's about a guy. I don't even know what it's about. It's funny, all right? We're having fun. It's funny.
All right. Well, I will make it my mission for you to watch Billy Madison.
Okay.
At some point before I die.
Yeah, okay. That's good. We started talking about around the team some of the movies that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
These iconic movies.
Yeah.
Newsreader Abby, what hasn't entered your beautiful brain?
Oh, beautiful brain. Hello.
Oh.
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
I've never watched, obviously I've seen what they look like and stuff, but I've never watched a full episode. I've never watched Star Wars. I've never watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah, okay.
Just didn't ever get into them. Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy.
I know,
You
and
love
the guy's
Sons of Anarchy.
really hot too, so I'd probably love it.
Jack's outrageous.
Yeah.
He's
Anyway.
shirtless so often.
Yeah. Love that for me.
Yeah.
Even I love that too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Star Wars either.
Yeah,
Dig on
it's
that one.
not my
It
thing.
will make you really, really wish and wonder why he didn't play the lead character in 50 Shades of Grey.
Yes,
That's what we're all hoping for.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Might have got me in there as well.
Oh!
So you've got some stuff. You've got some viewing to do, Abs.
Yeah,
I do. I'll cancel everything this week and just sit on the couch and watch movies.
You've got about 25 seasons to get through of The Simpsons.
You don't need to watch it anyway because he's got a Simpsons reference for everything.
Yeah, that's it.
I've told you as well. Sometimes I can't remember the birthdays of my kids, but all these Simpsons quotes are just perfectly instilled for random bits of life. Love that information. What about you, producer Zoe?
Well, you guys apparently quote this all the time, but no idea. Muriel's Wedding. Never seen it.
Zoe,
I know.
you haven't lived.
I haven't seen that either.
Deirdre Chambers.
What a coincidence. See, I can say the bloody
Pull up a chair.
I
can genuinely quote it.
Chambers.
Okay, can I explain that to you?
Yes.
So Deirdre Chambers is having an affair with the dad, but every time they go out for a family dinner, Deirdre Chambers.
What a coincidence. Great. The Castle as well. That's another one that you guys quote. What?
The Castle. Come on.
Dad reckons Mum is the greatest cook on earth.
What do you call that, girl?
Sponge cake.
Beautiful. And what's that stuff on top?
Icing sugar.
How is it, kids? Now, why would you want to go out to a restaurant when this keeps coming up night after night?
It is quintessential Australian
Most
filmography.
Australian movie of all time.
Never even heard of it until you guys quote it.
Introduced to the beautiful Eric Banner.
It's the culture, Daryl. The place is full of culture.
Chockers. There were so many stories.
And the hotel Trace and I were staying in, they had this one channel, kickboxing, 24 hours a day.
So that's where that's from.
A day.
Every time you all go, a day.
There you go. We've got some research to do.
Yeah.
I think we should all go watch some of these iconic movies and gather back in a few days' time and just share some ideas and
I
thoughts.
will watch Billy Madison. You need to watch some Simpsons, and you need to watch both The Castle and Muriel's Wedding.
Oh my God, get some culture, Zoe.
Yeah,
Get some Aussie culture.
Get some culture and some kickboxing. 24 hours a day.
And some sponge cake with some icing sugar. Hey, that'll do it for us today. Big show tomorrow, though, as well. Plenty more chances to get yourself on the standby list for 10K a day in May. Song returns. Chance to score a Wallace Family Cinema Pass. Jodie, you're on.
Yeah.
You're in good form.
Yeah.
You're coming off a win.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see if we can go back to back.
Yeah. We're going to speak to Whipper from Nova's Fitzy and Whipper with Kate and Richie, of course. And he's got a very, very initiative that he's behind. And looking forward to seeing what the great man's got to say.
Let's start again tomorrow, shall we?
Yeah, I think
You
we
and I.
should. Speak for yourself. In particular, though, I'll tell you who absolutely rose to the occasion this morning. That is newsreader Abby.
He loves it.